Hi, welcome to online tutorial series on Arduino and IoT. This is lesson 15, and in this lesson we will talk about how to interface DHT11 temperature and humidity sensor to Arduino, and we will also learn how to show the data on serial plot, on serial monitor and on LCD. Okay. We also provide online training, help in technical assignment. We also do freelance projects based on Matlab, machine learning, data science, Python, embedded system, etc. So if you have any such requirement, then you can contact us through our website, which is www.jcbrolabs.org, or you can also mail us at jcbrolabs@gmail.com. Okay, so let's start with. So it is about DHT11 sensor interfacing. So this DHT sensor is this particular sensor is used for temperature and humidity measurement. Temperature and humidity measurement. So as we have discussed in our last video, whenever we want to interface any device or any hardware device, first thing is to go through the description of that hardware device. So this is how this DHT11 sensor looks like. Okay, so this blue cap is the DHT11 sensor, and this entire is just the assembly for it, like it is soldered on it, so that you can be provided with the separate wire. So we just have to apply plus 5 volt at this pin. We just have to apply plus 5 volt to this pin, and then we have to apply a ground there, and this particular pin goes to the Arduino. Okay, so this is some basic. And as far as this protocol is concerned, because we will not be going into the detail of the protocol, but if you try to search it, then you will find this sensor simply sends data in the form of ones and zeros only through a single wire, right? It is not a specific USART, or it is not SPI, or it is not MISO-MOSI protocol. It's simple ones and zeros. Okay, so first we send a start bit, and then we send a 40 bits of data on each request. Right, this is a request from the microcontroller, and then after that 40 bit of data is sent from the sensor, and then a stop frame or something like that is sent by this sensor. So this is a brief about it, like you should know. But if you want to very deep into the theoretical part of it, then there are several websites which can discuss the protocol aspects of this sensor. So now we will focus on the hardware connection only. So because we are interfacing, we are trying to display data on LCD, so we will show both the connection diagram, how we have made it. So we have this Arduino, right, and then we have our LCD. So if you want to go through the LCD module only, you can visit our previous videos, or you can see our previous video which was specifically on the LCD only. So mainly 6 pins have been used for this LCD, right? So these pins are this is RS pin, this is enable pin, and these pins are DB4. That means data bit 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, so connections are like, first we have RS and enable, and then all these 4 pins are connected to total 6 pins of this Arduino. So this is pin number 6 of Arduino, this is pin number 7, and this is pin number 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? And then we have this DHT11 sensor. So DHT11, so it has 3 pins, right, as we just discussed. So plus 5 is applied at pin number 1, This pin is connected to ground, and this third pin is going to, the middle one pin is going to pin number 8 of this Arduino. So this is a hardware circuit diagram, and we should know this one prior to writing a code on Arduino. Okay, so now let's have a look on this on the Arduino board, how it looks like. Okay, so this is our hardware setup for displaying the temperature and humidity data from this sensor, this DHT11 sensor, to the LCD. Okay, so this is DHT11 sensor, and VCC is connected to +5 volt and ground is connected to the ground, and the data of this sensor is going to the pin number 8 to the Arduino, right? And we have provided the VCC and ground from this breadboard. So +5 of this Arduino is connected to the breadboard, and ground is also connected to the breadboard. Now to this LCDs, VCC and ground have been provided, and RS is connected to pin number 6, and enable pin is connected to pin number 7 of this Arduino. And then data pins, last 4 bits pins of this Arduino are connected to pin number 2, 4, 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this is how we have connected this hardware. Now let's write the code to display the content of this sensor on LCD. So you have seen the hardware data connection. Now let's write a code for the same. Okay, prior to writing a code, you need to add a library file of DHT11.zip file. Either you can use this library file is easily available to download. Okay, so we will tell you the procedure like how to add a library file in this in Arduino. Okay, so go to Arduino, let's create a new one. Fine, and let's save it first. So let's save on the desktop. It is lesson 15, so L_15, and then we can put the name of DHT11 and let's save it. Okay, first of all let's add the library. So if you are adding library first time, so go to sketch, go to include library, and then add .zip library, right? As soon as you click on it, so wherever your zip library is present, just click on it. So this DHT_lib library we have to select it. So DHT_lib and then open. So it will done saving. So it is showing error because it already exists. So if you are doing it first time, it will not show any error. So once this library is did, so you can go through several examples as well, like this one, DHT_lib sensor. So these are some of the examples related to DHT. Okay, so now let's work with it. Okay, so first of all, because first we will sending our data to the serial monitor only. Okay, so let's include the library first, hash include DHT.h. Fine, and then we have to create the object, a DHT kind of object. So DHT type object we are creating by the name of DHT, and then semicolon. And now we have to define the pin configuration, like we have to tell this DHT object like at which pin we have connected this sensor. So for that we are defining a hash DHT11_pin, and we are connecting let's say I said DHT, we can write like DHT_pin, and we have connected to pin number 8, right? Now we'll go into setup. So in setup we have to tell exactly, we have to initialize this okay. Now we have we don't have to initialize only serial data. So serial.begin 9600. Okay, it will start our serial communication. And now what we'll do, we will read the data. So in any variable, let's say int a equals to, so in order to read the data, that is very simple, dht dot read, because it is DHT11 sensor, so we have to specify dht dot read 11 and then the pin number. So dht, which we define dht underscore pin. Okay, let's compile it, whether it works fine or not. Yeah, it is throwing an error, like, okay, we don't have to put here, I think. So it's compiled, no error till now. So we have read the data in variable A. Now we will send the data to the serial monitor. So let's plot it. So serial dot println. So let's set temperature, right, and then we'll send the read data, which has been read from this DHT sensor. So whatever data, in this case the data has been read into DHT object. So if we want to extract any data from it, so we can simply write like DHT dot temperature. So it will extract the temperature data from that object and then print out in on the serial port. And let's say now print the humidity. Right, so again serial dot println dht dot humidity. Okay, so this is very simple. We are simply reading the temperature and the humidity data from the sensor, and then we are displaying, sending on the serial monitor. So now let's upload the program. Okay, and then data has been uploaded. So let's open serial monitor. Okay, oh, we have not we forget to provide the delay, so it's very fast. So let's provide a delay of 2 seconds, so it will read the data after 2 seconds. Okay, so let's compile it again. Okay, so now let's see our serial monitor. Yep. So temperature is 30 degrees centigrade, humidity is 75. So let's show some air on this DHT sensor. I hope humidity should increase now. Yeah, humidity and temperature will also increase because I am throwing my air on this sensor. So obviously there are a lot of humidity in it. So you can say it is working very fine, right? And this humidity will also reduce after some time, 1 or 2 seconds. So now humidity is reducing, and it is coming to the environmental conditions. Okay, so this is how we can send this data to the serial monitor. Now let's try to display the same on LCD screen. Okay, so if you have gone through a previous video, we have already talked about it, so we'll little fast in it. So first of all, we have to include the LCD library, so which is liquid crystal .h. Okay, and then we have to create a object of liquid crystal. So let's make this object here liquid. So we have to specify the pin numbers, right, of the LCD. Like first is RS pin, so RS pin is connected to pin number 6, then enable pin, then remaining data pins, which are 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? And then we just have to initialize this LCD dot begin. So because it is 16x2, so we'll initialize in 16x2 mode, and we can clear the LCD if any other data is present. So LCD dot clear, right? And then because let's say we want to display temperature message here as well. So let's first create LCD dot set cursor. It will define like at which location we want to print the data. So it is column comma rows. So 0 comma 0, that means 0th row 0 column, and then LCD dot print, we can print temperature. Okay, so it is of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, and then we can again change the cursor. It is 0 comma 1, so 0 comma first column, 0 column first row, and then LCD dot print. It could, we can write like humidity. Alright, so I think there are 7 characters, 8 characters are there. Yep. So now we can display the data directly. So we just have to change the cursor, right? So LCD dot set cursor, because this particular data will be keep on updating. So again, first is 0, column number should be, because we want to display data after temperature. So there are total 11 characters. So from 12th column, so 0 to 10 have been occupied. So from 12th column we will display data on row number 0, right? And then we will print DHT dot temperature. And similarly here we can do the same. 9th column, because it is a 8-bit length, 8 characters are there in humidity, comma 1, and then LCD dot print DHT dot humidity. So I think it's done, and it's fine. So let's upload it on hardware. So it has been uploaded. Now let's see how the data looks like on the LCD. So we have uploaded the program on this Arduino board, and the data is being displayed on this LCD. So if you focus it on this LCD, you can see the temperature is of 29 degrees centigrade and humidity is 77%. So what is happening? This Arduino is continuously reading the data from this DHT11 sensor and sending that data to serial port or to serial monitor on computer, and also displaying the same data on LCD here. So this is how we can simply interface this DHT11 sensor and can also display the data on LCD. Okay, so you have seen on hardware it is working fine. So I hope you learn a lot from this video and you understand how to interface this DHT11 sensor with the LCD. Okay, so I think that's for this video. So further, we also provide online training, help in technical assignments. We also do freelance project based on Matlab, machine learning, data science, Python, etc. So if you have any such requirement, then you can contact us through our website, which is www.jcbrolabs.org, or you can also mail us at jcbrolabs@gmail.com. So that's it for this video. Thank you.